Drive Home with Stacey and J Sbu, East Coast Radio.
Our leaders, right, as our subordinates, do we really understand what they do? Because, I mean, from where we're sitting, it basically looks like Bonande. They're plotting, they're just signing documents preventing us from staying at home.
No. Many meetings are had. Many meetings.
Many meetings are had. Whether those meetings could have been emails or not, that is sometimes questionable.
The answer is yes.
I've been a leader.
Oh boy!
Don't look at me like that.
See,
so we're asking you to share, right? Like, what subordinates do not understand about being in leadership. And Stacey, way back before I decided to do this radio thing on a more serious level, I worked at a corporate.
All right.
I led people. And one of the things that I feel subordinates don't understand is that it's very lonely up there.
Shame.
You can't vent to your subordinates. You can't also show uncertainty to the other leaders that lead you. And one of the difficult moments I experienced, Stacey, was that when things go right, leaders don't get the credit. But there things go wrong, it's on you. And another thing about being a leader, see, I'm speaking like a leader. I'm even pacing myself.
And I'm wondering how long it is until we get to news.
I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
This is
because I am being paid to sit here, so I have to listen.
Listen, on the real, man. Another one is that you can't switch off, right? You gotta always be on, bro. You can't. You're always thinking about your team members.
And I would imagine, especially post Pandy, post 2020, when
changed,
everybody decided now would be a great time to have a WhatsApp group. You literally can't ever stop. People are contacting each other on weekends, and it's a lot, boundaries. And also, I can imagine that being a leader in the world that we live in now, when you yourself are scared for your future, for your family's future. You yourself have things you need to deal with as a human being, knowing when to put that hat on and take it off. Must be difficult. So if there are any leaders who would like to volunteer, any intel, what are you guys getting up to there? What do the rest of us need to know about what it's actually like to be in a leadership position? Because I think also for young people listening, you might have this vision. Like, I don't know, maybe you watched like Suits once and you forgot
a man
yourself,
in a suit.
And you're like, oh, this must, that's where I want to be.
Yeah. Huh? Calvin? Leadership?
Calvin,
my leadership?
Shame. Calvin.
My leadership? What are the leaders up to? What are some of the things you think subordinates don't know that leaders actually do?
Yeah. Hi. Yes. So I think the biggest thing that people get to miss is that, so for instance, they get to observe leadership from the outside view, which basically puts them in a position whereby it is that you actually have to carry as a leader.
Yeah.
So some of those things would basically be constant balancing between that person's performance and giving empathy and all that. So the biggest thing about it is also knowing when to step in to do the work, or knowing when to actually let the work go through others, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And basically, some of the things that I try to instill on a daily basis is that these people basically get to adapt and get to understand these things, just so that you get to know not just about calling the shots, but there's actually a huge responsibility that comes to it.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you clearly, but we get you, man. Touching on when to intervene to make sure that you're getting the best out of that particular person who's being led. Because
also, I mean, if you've ever been a subordinate who perhaps had someone above you who you would have deemed a bit of a micromanager.
Yeah,
I think that's what Kelvin is trying to say. It's really the art of knowing when to help, when to step in, when to offer.
Man. Thank you so
much. That's Kelvin from Midrand. He listens to us via the app, on that fancy Wi-Fi there in Midrand. We also have Sfiso. Sfiso, how are you?
Hola.
Hi, how are you?
Good,
man.
So, Sfiso, you are a leader. Please lead us. How are you doing this?
Yeah, leadership is quite a responsibility, because you have to play various roles. At the same time, you have to be able to motivate people, but you also need at the same time to be able to be strict, as well as ensure that people are doing the right thing. Obviously, you also have to become a mentor to the people that are reporting to you, you know. Yeah, but one thing about leaders, what some people are not aware of, leadership does not only happen when you get to the office,
Ooh.
When you go home, you think about the things that you've not been able to achieve because you are answerable to the people you report to. You are answerable to your staff as well as customers or clients.
So Sfiso's like, all day, every day, I have to answer these questions. I am leave Sfiso alone.
Where's Sfiso? I want you to lead me into this situation and understanding why our leaders are always denying us. Okay, so I am a subordinate of yours, and I work very hard. In fact, you're always pushing me to do more, and I'm like, my leader, I have kids, and I'd like to be paid more. And then I ask you, my leader, to add 1 or 2 cents there for me, because the way you are making me work is making me not have enough time for my family and for other things. You require a certain amount of work to be done, but the payment is not correlating with the amount of work that needs to be done. How do we navigate situations like that, my leader, where I'm asking you for more money? Why is it always met with resistance?
You see, the problem is sometimes you might be working very hard, but if ultimately the shareholders are not getting what they need in terms of profit, not only you as a subordinate, but all of us will not be getting more money,
Everyone is actually in the same boat, Sfiso, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Also, because very often, Sfiso, as well, I think what we don't realize is that you may have your line manager, you got your middle manager, you got your senior manager, but they have managers too. Everyone apparently is beholden to the board, and at the end of the day, they want as much money as possible. So we're all in this together, like High School Musical.
Yeah, we all need more money, and unfortunately, if as leadership we were to agree to increasing funds, you might end up without the business, or you might end up without the company. So you need to find the balance.
The balance.
Sfiso, you are a true leader.
That was a good answer. Very good, Mr. South Africa, Sfiso, leading us.
Thank you so much. Okay, and continue leading wherever you are leading, because you sound like a good leader who knows how to balance emotion, psychology, bank balance, all of that. Okay.
Thank you, Sfiso.
Thank you so much for taking my call. Thank you.
Easy, man. There you go. A glimpse into the world of leaders. It's a lonely place. It's for the chosen, but it is what it is, I guess. When are we going to be leading?
Do you know what I glean from that?
Yeah.
Guys, you're asking for more money. Sfiso's telling you they ain't got no money either. Tough times never last.
What tough people do.
Drive home with Stacey and J Sbu, East Coast Radio.